everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the Fashion Fables. And I hope you guys are all doing well. We are well into the summer, and I know that it feels like it's flying for me. I've been super busy, which is always a good thing, and I feel like this summer more than ever I've been able to kind of go on like little day trips and just explore new and different areas that I've never been to before, which I've really been enjoying because I love one of my favorite things to do is just go to a new and cute town and explore, get a coffee, walk around, shop, see what the area is all about, see the people and stuff. And so it's really been fun now that I drive and stuff, and I'm really not afraid to get out of the neighborhood and kind of drive more, even further. I don't mind driving an hour and a half to the Jersey Shore, and I don't know, it's just so much fun for me. So that's something that I've been really loving to do lately, and I can't believe I go back to school next month. Crazy how time flies, but I guess that everything has to come to an end, and I'm just grateful that we still have plenty of summer left to enjoy. So yeah, and regarding today's episode, I've been posting on my Instagram stories for those who do follow me. If not, follow me at the Fashion Fables on Insta. I post exciting and new content every single day. Except for Sundays, usually I take a break, but for the most part, I'm always giving you guys new and creative content. So I hope you guys give me a follow and support me. And if you're listening on one of the platforms, I've been into running lately. So I started, I would say less than a month ago, maybe 2-3 weeks, and I've had a passion for it ever since. I've kind of fell in love with it, and for me it's the perfect therapy. I go early in the morning, and it's just a way for me to clear my head with everything that happens throughout my busy days, kind of just sweat it all out, get that heart rate going. And I was researching about running, and it said that it boosts your serotonin because you're removing all the toxins from your body, and you're just running, letting everything go and stuff like that. So that was really good to know. I don't know what that noise is, but yeah, that has been really good to know. And I've honestly I don't know what I would do without it now, as cliche and weird as that sounds, it's truly become part of my day. And I look forward to my morning routine now. I look forward, at night I go to bed, and then I wake up the next day looking forward to running. And then after I run, not that, because feeling sweaty is obviously gross, but something about it, it's I just worked hard, and I just burned calories, and I just worked out for myself, and this is for myself, and I just did something good for me, and now I'm gonna have an amazing day. So it's kind of just the mindset behind it that I really love. And obviously I don't run for the to burn calories or for any of that reason. I started running because I wanted to just try a new form of exercise that would, I don't know, I've always been kind of into running. I've never minded it. Some girls are I hate running, and they complain about it, but I've never been that person. I never loved it. I never did track or cross country or anything in high school, but I always found it interesting. And when I did run for school time tests, I would always do pretty good, and I would always shock myself. I would have to say it has a lot to do with being a dancer. I built up a lot of stamina through that, and I gained a lot of muscle in my legs, so my legs are strong, and so that has given me the ability to become pretty good at running. And so I started out just doing a mile because it's a work in progress. You don't just want to have these crazy goals and then burn yourself out. You want to do it gradually because you're going to enjoy it more too. You're it's going to be a stepping stone, but you're going to be happy with every single goal because it's still a goal, and it's so awesome that you're even running. Not everyone can run, not everyone is into running, and it's a really great way of exercise. So if anyone's interested, I would definitely recommend. So I started at 1 mile, and then built my way up. 3 weeks later, I just hit my 5 mile mark, and I'm honestly so surprised at myself because sometimes individuals we doubt ourselves, and we're oh my god, how am I supposed to run 5 miles? I'm gonna burn out, there's no way, I don't know, just those negative thoughts always come into my head, and like, but I knew that like I'm like a very determined person, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep setting little goals, and by the time I know it, I'm gonna hit like even more. So I recently hit 5 miles, and I'm really happy with it. I said I wanted to just hit 4, and now like that completely like I went up from it, but yeah, I guess that I'm not like here to like set a certain goal, like, oh my god, I'm gonna run a marathon. I'm kind of just running, seeing how my body feels, listening to my body, because that's really important. And another thing is, it's really important to take rest days, because running is very strenuous on your kneecaps, and your legs and your feet, and believe it or not, when you're running, everything's moving, like your upper body, because like your arms are swinging when you run, your abs are pulled in because they're getting tighter. So it's a really good way to work out like every part of your body. And so that's what I wanted this episode to be about, kind of just how to use exercise as a healthy form of therapy and a release for yourself, because I truly think that running and just any exercise in general is just very good for like the mind to, I don't know, it gives me like happiness and stuff like that. And so I think that for any of my listeners who are into exercise, any form of it, whether it's cardio, whether you go to the gym, work out, go for walks, anything, just like step outside, I truly think that there's like magic in exercise. And I think that if you are into exercise, and if you're not, I think there's a balance between it. Like, I wouldn't say overdo it to the point where, you know, you're getting really tired and you know, your body is like barely able to function. Give yourself rest days, but at the same time, find something that you really enjoy to do. That's a form of exercise, whether it be yoga, meditation, just anything, because just even doing it for 15 minutes can kind of like change your whole mindset and make you like so much more centered and grounded, because in life sometimes things just get so stressful, and you know you just need some type of like release and stuff like that. I know everyone's lives are crazy, and that's okay. We get stronger with our struggles and our obstacles, but just like exercise is also a really good way for you to kind of get those steps in throughout the day, because in order to look your best, in order to feel your best, you want to kind of eat well, you want to exercise for at least, I would say, 15-20 minutes a day. That's like the minimum. I personally like working out for a half hour at least a day, just because my body feels really great after that time of like moving and working out. It can be dancing. Dancing is a really great way to get your body moving, and I think that exercise in general should be something you love to do, not something that anyone tells you to do, not something anyone forces you to do. It has to be within, and once you start exercising with whatever you do, you will find that like passion, and you'll want to do it just because it makes you feel so good, not because Instagram's telling you that burning this many calories will make you lose this much weight in like 2 days, because like stuff like that is just like unrealistic and honestly just so bad for your mental health. And I started running because, I don't know, sometimes I would just overthink everything and kind of just be down on myself for no reason, and I was like, I just want to find a way to kind of get that negative energy out through exercise. And so that's my story as to why I started running. And I don't do it to compete with anybody and how many miles they run and stuff like that, because when I go running, I go to like a trail. It's like a park nearby, and like I see other runners, but I'm not trying to speed up to catch up to them. I'm kind of at my own pace doing my own thing, and that's just advice for any of you who want to start exercising. Don't compare yourself to how many different ways someone else is exercising, or what someone's doing, or how much they can lift, or how much they can run on the treadmill. Just do it for you. Set your own goals, because everyone is different and everyone starts at different times. Everyone has different abilities and stuff like that. So I think that maintaining your own personal best will get you to the top. And once you start seeing results, like you're going to start seeing results in your like body, like physically, but also in your mental health. Like you're going to feel so much more like centered and at peace with yourself and ready to conquer anything. And I like always try to emphasize this, but anything is truly a mindset. Like you want to exercise for yourself, but you also want to make sure that you're feeling good after it. Like you don't want to exercise and like in the middle of it have the mindset of, oh my god, I can't wait for this to be over. Like I'm so tired. Like I want to go home. Like I'd much rather be on my couch watching Netflix and like eating like, I don't know, candy or whatever. Like I don't know, but like if you feel like sometimes you want to give up, that's such a natural feeling, and don't feel down on yourself about it. But my advice to you for that is it's all a mental game. So if you tell yourself that, yeah, like sometimes when I'm running and I'm starting to get tired, I'm like, no, like this is the first lap, like I'm just getting started, like come on, Olivia, like it's fine. Like sometimes you have to like be your own hype man. Actually, all the time be your own hype man, because you want to be always there for yourself and whatever. But it's truly a mindset. Like if you say that you're gonna run this much, then you're gonna do it. Like if you say you're tired, then you might stop. If you say that because obviously any exercise is strenuous and you're eventually going to start feeling tired, but if you want to do something and you have a certain goal, you won't let that affect you. You'll have the mindset of, okay, I feel this way now, but what is this going to make me look like in the future? So kind of pushing yourself a little bit more today will get you eventually to where you want to be tomorrow, and et cetera, in a year, in 6 months, in 2 years, like, you know what I mean? So kind of just sometimes pushing through your pain in the moment is so much more beneficial, just because of the long-term effects of that and how you will see yourself improving like each day. And honestly, growth is such a beautiful thing, no matter what kind of growth it is. If like you're trying to like tone your body more and you see that growth, if you're trying to have better physical health, mental health, just like anything, I think growth is so beautiful, and it all starts within. Like, don't ever feel like you can't do something just because you don't think you're capable of it or you think it's too hard. Take baby steps each day, and I promise you that you'll be able to keep reaching goals. And it's so amazing because like I just like posted like, oh, I started running on my Instagram, and then like some people reached out to me like, oh, you inspired me and now I started running. And like for me, like that's like beautiful. Like that makes my entire day. And like for someone to kind of take what I'm doing and use that as inspiration to kind of better themselves as individuals with their physical and mental health is like so like great, because it makes me feel good about what I'm doing, because I'm running, I'm doing something good for myself, and now other people are inspired to do the same thing. And so it's like this whole like never ending like circle of like people being inspired and then doing things that eventually make them the best version of themselves. And so if you are feeling like you just need something, just a form of therapy, a way to kind of get your mind away from things. Sometimes you feel stressed out, you just want that release. I definitely recommend using exercise as a healthy form of therapy, a way to kind of make you feel your best, even a way of expression. So I really don't usually talk about like fitness and stuff like that, but since on my podcast I do talk about all things lifestyle, fashion, I think this is really important because, sometimes people need help and they just don't know where to go. And so if you're listening to this episode and you kind of just feel like you're in this like dark hole and you just need something to kind of get yourself back on track and back to feeling your best, try exercise, try something new every day, and I'm sure you'll fall in love with one thing, and then it'll just become a part of your day and something that you'll look forward to doing in order to become the best version of yourself, because everyone wants to be and feel their best. So I really think this episode was like different, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions on my running journey and just any tips you have for like endurance or stamina, please feel free to reach out via my Instagram, my email, which I don't really kind of put out there because it's like my personal, but it's my name. So oliviamanfredo@gmail.com if anyone's interested, or I would say just DM me on Instagram. It's probably the best bet. But that wraps up this episode. And as always, thank you guys so much for listening. And main takeaway from this episode is use exercise as a healthy form of therapy to get your body moving and just to make you feel amazing. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.